welcome to Great Day Houston. Okay, so where else can you celebrate friendships, experience the magic of a genie in a whole new world, take a ride on a Surrey, follow the Yellow Brick Road, watch a love story tell as old as time between a Beauty and the Beast. And we did it over the last 525,600 minutes. Those were just some of the musicals presented during this past theater season. You're invited to the Theater District's open house where they will pull back the curtain on the next season. Joining us with details, please welcome CEO of the Theater District of Houston, Catherine McNeil, along with Allison Hora, wig assistant at Alley Theater. Good morning. All right, no matter where you are, if you start singing any one of those songs, there are people who will sing along with you.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to when you were first aware of this thing called theater.
Oh, it was probably when I went to the Alley Theater. I got to go to the Theater in the Round, and I got to go to a camp there and perform. And it was wonderful. That's what I did after school.
In fact, one of your treasures, you have a necklace.
I do. I have a necklace from the Alley Theater, and I dug it out of a drawer and brought it to a meeting once with the Alley, and they went, "We don't do this anymore.
Aww.
We haven't seen these."
Yeah.
So it's very special. It's when Ira Sift and Nina Vance were there, and you had a big orange notebook with your staging and costumes.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was great.
Pretty cool. Allison, for you, when did theater first come into your life?
Oh my goodness, it was in college. I actually started with a passion with hair and makeup, and I went to Auburn University and found a little small segment in the theater program that had the availability for hair and makeup, and through that I found the love for theater.
And what's so cool about that, though, is that oftentimes we see the person on the stage, but there's so much that goes on. And when people say we got to work as a team, this is one of those areas where it really shows you can work as a team.
Right. You've got to build out the stage. You've got to design the costumes, hair and wig, makeup, the whole caboodle.
Yeah. All right. So with theater, you could blindfold me and I would know I was in the theater, right? It's just a certain feel about
You'd
it.
start singing.
Yeah. And there's a different, I start singing.
Yeah.
Yes, Way to go, ma'am. Tryouts were last month, okay?
But Deborah, this year there's going to be a piano on Fish Plaza, and there's a big old sign that says "Play Me," so you can come, play, sing, be the star right there.
That's pretty fun. That's pretty cool.
It's going to be great. There'll be a guitar and a piano on Fish Plaza for everybody to come and play.
Okay, speaking of what we're going to come and play, what's going to be playing on stage this season?
Oh, it's really exciting. So the ballet is celebrating their 50th year. Tuts is leading off with a chorus line, which is everybody, I mean, the music and the dance is so wonderful in that. Society for the Performing Arts is bringing Jeff Goldblum in. Who knew Jeff Goldblum from The Fly and everything?
Yeah.
Has a jazz band. And so it's Alvin Ailey dancers are coming in. It's
Broadway Across America. It's Cats, Dear Evan Hansen, Hello Dolly, right? And then the band's visit, Come From Away, and more. The whole lot more.
Come From Away is such a special story. It just haunts you the way they put that together after 9/11, when all the planes had to come down from the sky, and all of these people ended up in Newfoundland. I mean, I think there's a very small population, then all of a sudden there were 7,000 people.
Yeah. All right, so there's an open house.
Yes.
And what is that going to entail?
It's this Sunday afternoon, starts at noon. All the theaters will be open. There'll be performances from noon to 5. There'll be activities outside too, arts and crafts, live music on the street, and then inside, Decameron will have a jazz with Kendrick Scott, Houston's own, at 4 o'clock. So there's music and dance. Everybody come. There's food trucks. And it's
kind of
just
pull
a
back
way.
the curtain, and you get to see kind of a glimpse of what you all do. And I mentioned like the different types of jobs that
You
are in
can
theater.
go behind the scenes.
We could spark a career one day. Okay,
That's right,
so
yes.
we have on the table here some of the things that you work with all the time.
Yes,
And
daily.
I went backstage once when I was in Memphis, and I went back and I came across the wig room. I was like, what? This is amazing.
It's really cool.
So walk us through this.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that actors just kind of get a wig offline and that's how they do it, but there's actually a whole team of people dedicated to making custom wigs for our actors, which requires us to take a bubble of their head like this that has their exact hairline on it, and then from there we lay lace onto a foundation that looks similar to this. It's usually $80 to $100 a yard for this kind of thing, so it's an expensive thing, and hair ranges that high too.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is we'll take a tiny hook, it's called a ventilating hook, and we'll take each hair and tie it in one by one all the way to the front of the hairline to make it look real like
I want to
this.
make an order.
Yeah.
Come, girl. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
are these like some of the wigs actually from some productions?
Yeah, so this is one I'm currently working on for Winter's Tale. So this one will be in there. And then this one is from A View from a Bridge, which was previously worn by an actor, Jay Sullivan, on our stage.
Wow. Okay. When it comes to theater, I think there's such a value in kids getting into the arts this way, and whether they ever hit a professional stage or not, to get up on stage and be part of something, whether they're behind stage or in front, to be part of something is so valuable. Your message to parents in terms of kids saying, hey, I might want to do this.
It builds confidence. It creates just a discipline. It's a way to tell a story that they may not have another outlet to tell that story by. There's just, if you're going to play the violin or the piano, you learn math.
Yeah.
There's just so many different creative tools when you're part of art. Building, sewing, costumes. There's all. It doesn't have to be on a stage. It can definitely be behind.
Yeah. I remember Cheryl Lee Ralph, when I interviewed her, she was part of the original cast of Dreamgirls. She said that she got up the stage at 10 years old, and she was Annie and Annie Get Your Gun, and everybody started clapping, and she looked and she said, I'm gonna want some of this for the rest of my life. But she talked about, it's the
right?
confidence that it
It's
gave.
the confidence.
And it made her better at her other discipline, other academically it made her better as well. You have time management, all those types of things.
That's right.
What would you have to say to someone who's thinking, I wanna do this?
Oh, it's such a well-oiled machine, and in theater there are so many different facets and things that you can do in there. You have a technician, you have somebody who's, like you said, building or sewing or light design. There's just so many different positions in there, and it's a really magical place to be at every single day.
I have friends who played Broadway, and they came and played at the Alley, and they said, wow, we really love it down here. And they're like, Broadway, but the Alley, right? But it's like, 'cause we always think, Broadway's great, but we always think something's better someplace else. We have a vibrant theater community.
We have an unbelievable theater performing arts community throughout the city. I mean, we love downtown. Geographically, all the theaters are together. It's really easy to get around from the Hobby Center to the Wortham to Alley to Jones. But throughout this city, just down the street from Channel 11 is AD Players.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a wealth.
Yeah.
And tickets are really affordable. I mean, at Theater District Open House is a day that you can get discounted tickets, one day only. But even throughout the year, all of the theaters make it very accessible.
Yeah, and for people, they always ask us, how can I break in? How can I break? Well, you don't have to break in on the top rated play. Just do something at your church, right? Just do the craft.
Right.
Do the craft. Why is it important for us to value the arts in this community?
Oh, the arts gives you such a spirit, such joy. And thank you, Deborah, for everything that you do for the arts, especially after Harvey.
I love it.
We would have been lost without the arts during that period of time.
It's our sense of expression. It's kind of like a historical marker, if you will. And you get out of every musical or every play what you bring with it. And that's what makes everybody's experience so unique, in that you put your own spin on
It's
something.
very personal.
Yeah. Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank
I wouldn't think I was joking about ordering a wig, girl. I'm gonna get it with you. Tomorrow I'm gonna show up. It's gonna be down to here. Okay. The 26th annual TC Energy Theater District Open House is free, and it happens on Sunday. For day of activities, season previews, and special ticket offers, head over to greatdayhouston.com. Thank you very much, ladies.